Trump, throw him back, gang.
Cheers.
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 Yeah. Sorry about you being Canadian, Vec.
Silent Hill F was made for women.
That's why Airbag likes
Hill
it so
F
much.
was made for women.
That's true.
And I see you, Hypno. Hypno says that's gay. Smash AT. What the fuck? I mean,
It's sleeping with McDuggan's body pillow.
Is it, look, this is the way I think about McDuggan's is
I'm straight, but sometimes in Dragon Age Inquisition, I got in a relationship with one of the male characters.
If you turn the lights off, you don't know what kind of hole it is. It doesn't matter. You just shut the lights off, and everyone's the same. True.
I think Jay just got a clip right there.
Well, Jay, she's a prized urinalist.
Oh, is she?
Well, I mean, she hasn't won any awards, but she's been nominated. So...
Oh, like Yote.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. She's the Yote of journalism.
Of journalism, indeed.
Woke, gay, and doesn't win shit. Excellent.
Anyway, thank you, Destructive Disc, by the way. I appreciate you. And I appreciate everybody. Anyway, so let's get back to the super chats. So let me see. We got JayViper with a 2. I never. I didn't even see this super. I didn't even read the super chat. I'm over here fucking going off right now, and this super chat is on screen the entire time. Holy shit! This is the best $2 you ever spent. This shit's up the entire time. Yeah, this is your pile of poop face moment, like Jaffe. That is great.
People are rising up, the legends here tonight. Crowd going wild under bright pixel lights. His blue eyes are glowing and he's always ready to fight. He's got the killer skills to make the woke completely combust in flames. Throws down the hard truth bombs they hate, but the base trust his game. Keeper, commander, relieve mouse clicks precise in his command. He plays the field like a pro and leaves every opponent on reprimand. Heartbeats racing fast, the screens are lighting up and glowing wild. Legend fully loading, no one's ever gonna slow him down. From shooters to RPG campaigns, he dominates every game. Tweets go viral, woke rage rising, bosses slayed. He beat the game. JayViper is awesome. It's so true. He's so good looking. We love him. Crowds in total love. He's so fun. Hustle shaking hard. We're quaking. Go Jay, go Jay, let's go. He's unstoppable. No stopping him. King of the game, no doubt. No doubt. Viper's ruling now. We kneel. JayViper, 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 JayViper. JayViper is so freaking awesome.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? Hello. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what that actually happened there. YouTube, you got a late start? Wasn't me. I pressed start live. I pressed start, and it was spinning and spinning. I literally thought it was fine because I saw my little window going. I'm like, oh, it's just being dumb. Then I saw people saying late. Then I saw saying, oh, well, Jay has been abducted. Meanwhile, I'm live on Rumble, live on X. I don't know what happened, so I refreshed the page, and then it went. I have no idea. Technical difficulties. And that's literally the one I pressed to go live first on. It's a rip. But what's up, everybody? Good to see you. Welcome to the show. Nice Monday here. Beautiful Monday. We love Mondays around here because it's the beginning of the week. And the beginning of the week is... well, it's a fresh start of brand new stories, right? Because over the weekend, it's a little bit of a lull. And then the new stories start pouring in. And we have plenty. Of course, we have the Spider-Man update, which keeps getting updated. It just keeps getting updated. It's kind of crazy how much money this has made. We'll talk about it. We got one other movie that's going to be going out of theaters. It didn't do so well. We'll be talking about that one. A little bit of superhero fatigue going on around here, supposedly. I don't know. I feel like that's been debunked. We're gonna be talking about the thing. Yes, we will indeed. YouTube's doing the thing where you have to be on YouTube page while it goes live. But I was. That's what's crazy. I was. But that is annoying. Like, you press it, and yeah, you have to be there. You actually have to be on there after you press start stream in order for it to even start showing up at all. It's kind of weird. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I moved off the page for a second and then came back and it didn't count. I don't know what the hell was going on. I'm not a fan of it. That's for sure. I'm not a fan of what just happened to me. But we talked about this last time. I do have lots of, I went live a half hour early, not very long ago. So, I've accrued some positive, so we're not in the negative yet. We're still good. Even if you want to count that one against me, even though it wasn't my fault. It wasn't. I will not accept any amount of responsibility. I will go woke white woman on this one. No responsibility, none. Not my fault. I won't do it. In fact, reparations. How about that? That's what I want from this. I need some reparations from YouTube. I'm going to need them. All right? Not my fault. But yes, we have many things. We're going to be talking a little about the Power World doing great. Supergirl. Meh. E-Day. I want to go into E-Day more. We didn't get to spend enough time on that. There's like a good video I really wanted to check out. I want to talk about that. Gears of War on the horizon. Seeing a lot of people talking about playing it. I'm like, it's in October it comes out. Like, what are you doing playing it? How are you touching this? There's people playing all these games that aren't coming out for months. It keeps happening. I keep seeing it. I'm like, what's going on here? So that's not actually cool. How about that? That's not actually cool. I actually saw someone with some gameplay. And the one thing with Gears of War, and this is something I've talked about before, is the sticking to the wall thing. Well, ADHD kicks into these people as they're just walking and they're just wall sticking. Wall stick, wall stick, wall stick, wall stick. Because the ADHD is there. They're just going insane. And you're streaming. It's just like, I can't with this. I can't with the stick, and the cameras swinging around. Like, it might be fine when you're playing it because you're expecting it, but as a streamer, the screen's just going like this all the time. Like, dude, like, you're just doing it because you have ADHD. It's ridiculous. Can't stand it. But yeah, we get Bethesda stuff, Blizzard stuff. Some people are talking about Blizzard again because, you know, back in the day they said they had like a rape room and all that good stuff. And, well, it was all lies. All headed up by Jason Schreier, of course. He was one of the people who headed that all up. So we're going to be talking about that, and we're going to be talking about the, what is it? Oh, Bethesda strike. The Bethesda strike as well. Yeah, because that's so funny. But that happened like a couple weeks ago. But recently there's been a clip has surfaced. But then I found the full thing. So you might have seen the 30-second clip or 28-second clip that's floating around. I went and found the entire video. So we're going to be checking that out. It's about 2.5 minutes of just communists. Yeah, it's pretty good. We're going to check that out. Mr. Ben Spastic is here as well. I see you. I need a blue wig. Gotta earn it. Gotta earn it. That's for the gaming stream. We gotta earn it. So yeah, of course, we're starting out right here. We're at 0. If anyone wants to be that guy or that girl and don't know, we'll work our way up to Tier 1. Tier 1 unlocks the gaming stream. Tier 2, wig. Tier 3, the glasses. Tier 4, septum. Yeah, that's what we're going for. We're going to try to get that. Now that it looks like the notifications are finally going out for the stream since it didn't start on time. That's so cool. I love that. I love when that happens. So neat. But yeah, so yeah, let's try to hit that 9 stream streak. That would be badass. Let's see here. We do have White Wolf that is here. Behold, do you fear internet hallucinations pursuing you? I do not. No. No, I don't think I do. I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. No hallucinations yet. Okay. Microsoft is flushing the turds. Yes. This is nobody telling me I'm late. I saw that. I'm like, oh, come on, shut up. I wasn't late. And then turns out the stream did not start. And he was actually right. Then White Wolf, he didn't letting me know that I've been abducted. And I was like, wait, no, something's wrong. And then I look, it's just spinning still. I was like, oh, that's cool. That's nice. I like it. Yeah. You have to do that with the main and vertical. Yeah, I stopped doing the main vertical because it just drove me crazy. In fact, the I had a really cool like plugin for OBS to do the main and vertical. I mean, that itself was neat, but because you're literally running 2 streams at once, it was eating my resources. I was laggy. I was going like this across the screen. You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't work out. I was like, damn, that was a bummer. A little bit of a bummer. Did I see the article by Ash Parrish on Kotaku? No, I don't think so. Microsoft is going to use a negotiator, Mr. Woodchipper. Oh, nice. Ash Parrish, but it's Ash Parrish. Is it worth reading? This person's so cooked. Dude, like, this is like a true woke left activist. It's got to be a disaster. You're 100% right 60% of the time. Yeah. Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad. You can't complain about that. That's pretty good. That's swinging. That's swinging. It's just, if you could bat 600 in the big leagues, you'd make 28, maybe $30 million a year. Think about it like that. That's big money. That's good. Now, I wouldn't suggest trying to hit one of those fastballs. They're pretty fast. They're scary. It's a little scary. It's a little fast. Yeah. Don't do that. I'd worry about you and your noodle arms, nobody. I would. But yes, let's go and check out some topics as we have. Oh, you know what? We got King Alucard is here as well. Oh my goodness. There we go. See, my chat wasn't loaded. It does this again. It must be hard being an albino black man. It's rough, dude. I'm telling you, no one has ever been so prejudiced as I have, dude. My life is nothing but an uphill battle both ways. Yeah, no matter which way I'm going, it's uphill. Snowing. No shoes. It's rough. It's been tough. I'm still figuring it out, you know what I mean? And I'm sure you as well. We don't have it easy. No, sir. As I say that while streaming a video game chat on YouTube and Rumble and X all at once. Yeah. We don't have it easy. Let me make sure my other shit's live. Now that I'm thinking about it, now I'm worried. No, okay, so we're good there. And we are good on Rumble. Okay, good. All right. Rumble I knew, but I wasn't sure about X. No, we're good. It was just here. No, why no reparations for me? I know. Where are they? I should get them. I mean, I press start live stream on YouTube and it didn't go. Where's my money, YouTube? Where's my money? Where is it? Doesn't matter if you gave it to my ancestors and we're all paid up. Now I want it. It can never stop. It needs to continue being put into my pocket. Vertical hits hard. You only use it for games that require most of your PC. Yeah, vertical. I don't know what's up with that. I just think YouTube's like it's weird because some things YouTube does pretty well, but when it comes to like the chat, bad, right? The chat is terrible. I don't know how the chat can take up so much memory it crashes out a freaking browser constantly. Like, how's that possible? It doesn't take care of itself at all. It's insane. So that is an issue. But then on top of that, when you try to do vertical, this is something that TikTok it just does. TikTok, you're watching your phone like this, you turn it, if there's a horizontal stream, it will just click over like nothing. It's all one chat. Like YouTube, it's not that hard, YouTube. You can do it. You can. It would be nice. What's up, Dan? Good to see you, my friend. Welcome. Welcome to the reparation stream, which I demand. I do. Well, you know what? While we're here, let's get to topics, shall we? I think we should talk about topics, because there's plenty to talk about. And if you haven't already, do me a huge favor and please like the stream. And if you haven't, subscribe to the channel. I'm sure all of you are. But I would so appreciate it. And of course, on Rumble, also, there's a like there. On X, there's a like. There's all these likes all over the places. We're only streaming to places with likes right now. That's the only place we're going live. Twitch, no. Kick, no. Right? So we're only live where you can like. Live likes. Hit the like button. And subscribe, follow, whatever the hell it is you can do wherever you are. Just make sure you have done it. Do the thing. How many followers do I even have on Rumble? Rumble's a weird place. 64, yeah. Rumble's a weird place, though. It's fucking strange. Yeah, let's get ready, Dan. Let's do it. Let's get ready right now. The first one up is this guy. Zoran Mamdani's communist grocery stores require ID to prove that you're a New York resident. New York City. You can't even come from outside New York City and use these things. I know this sounds crazy, but this communist is like, let's use IDs in order to allow people to have any food out of the grocery store. These free, weird commie grocery stores. However, ID for voting? No. Well, no, we can't. We can't do that. We can't do that. No, sir. No, we can't do that. Now, let's listen.
How are you going to keep people from taking advantage of that, that deal, basically? And is there going to be a limit on the number of items that someone can take that are discounted at that level from that essential basket?
So our RFP makes very clear that this is a program for New Yorkers to be able to put food on the table, not a program for people to be able to make a quick buck through reselling. I'm going to pass it over to our EDC head, JPAC, to add some additional details.
So, yeah, they're worried about people getting the food and reselling it to make a quick buck. Okay, so that, in other words, that they're going to limit some people. All right, let's see what else.
So if you look at our RFP for the operator, we are looking to make sure that we target New Yorkers, whether it be at sort of a library card-esque thing, and also we manage
a library card-esque thing, you guys.
Who's buying, and that is focused on everyday New Yorkers. So we are mindful of that, and so we're going to make sure that we have all the things in place to ensure that that does not happen.
They really don't want to say ID, do they? They don't want to say ID. Yeah, we're going to ID you and make sure that you're a New Yorker. So wait, we were told that this would, when it comes to voting, that it would negatively affect people of color to require any kind of ID to vote. We were told this many, many times by these exact people, but now they're going to require an ID to get the free food that the taxes are paying for? I don't know. It seems like they're not really caring about the voter thing, and they know IDs are free and available, but They can't say that when it comes to voting. No. But when it comes to the food and keeping someone alive, well, now we're going to use the ID. Isn't that interesting? The commies it's almost like they know. It's almost like these communists know, huh? Yeah. What is worse right now at this point, New York or California? Well, New York City is specifically spiraling out of control right now. I mean, for sure. But New York as a whole still has some leeway there. You know what I mean? But New York City, a disaster. And it's just only going to get worse. And the fact that they freaking voted in a Muslim in that city of all cities is insane.
To keep people from taking advantage.
But yeah, good luck, New York. You voted for this. Good luck. Yeah. So, Power World. First of all, doing incredible numbers again this weekend. Insane number. Oh, pressing the wrong button. Insane numbers, guys. I mean, this thing just yesterday hit 600,000 people online again. Okay. It takes Monday to get it below 500,000. An insane week. I was playing this weekend for sure. I was one of these many people that were playing. But they just announced that there's going to be an online MMO. So when I heard this at first, I'm like, oh, well, that's interesting. The one thing, though, is it's iOS and Android, so it'll be interesting to see how that works. What they said right now is that it was announced of a reimagined MMO version of Power World, developed in collaboration with Pocket Pair. So this place called Free Fire, they're going to be working on it with Pocket Pair. So I guess they are more experienced in MMOs or whatever. I have no idea who these Free Fire people are, but they're the ones that are going to be making it or releasing it or whatever. Power World, of course, is Pocket Pair. They have Pocket Pair Publishing, so I'm sure that will be the publisher. But in any case, they're going to be moving forward on that one. Something to keep an eye on for your phones. It's going to bring the essence of the PC title to Android and iOS later this year. I really hope this isn't some kind of port. I hope it's its own thing, because whenever they deal with these ports and things like that, I always feel like there's like this back feed, like if it's the same title, where this like feeds back into the PC version, they start dumbing it down for mobile. So I really would like that not to happen. It's Garena. Free Fire is a game. Wait. Did I just say that wrong? Oh, yeah, you're right. Garena, they made Free Fire. Yeah, my bad. Garena is making it. They're Singapore-based dev. They made Free Fire. And they're going to be making Power World Online. There we go. Yeah, I read that too fast. So as spotted by Gamatsu, the Power World Online press release states it will drop at some point within the next 4 months. It's a pretty wide berth, but my guess is going to be like November-ish. That's my guess. However, based on the somewhat vague description paired with the fact no promo images or trailers have been released yet, it's difficult to discern whether this is a completely new Power World game or essentially a mobile port. So the thing is that it's going to be called Power World Online, I guess, unless they're just calling it Power World Online for now. So I don't know if it's going to be a port. I worry about the ports, though, because they could affect the PC builds. I don't want that. I want it to be its own thing. So yeah, Garena makes Call of Duty Mobile. So Call of Duty Mobile is more of a standalone thing, right? It's not Call of Duty like you would see on PC or on a console. It is its own thing. In fact, I knew a guy who played that so much. I was like, dude, what? Like, he played Call of Duty on his phone. It was just what he did. And he'd post like clips and shit. I was like, dude, how are you playing it? Like, but he had like a controller for his phone. I'm like, that's crazy, man. That's the next level. I don't know. I'd rather just play on my PC, bro. I'd rather just play on my PC. But yeah, let's see. So the press release states Power World Online reimagines the depth, freedom, and scale of the original PC survival creature collecting title for mobile. So to me, this tells me it's not just a port, right? That shows me it's not just a port. Which to me makes it sound an awful lot like this is a new game and not a mobile port. Yeah, oh, well, there we go. Yes, exactly. Yet official quote from Terry Zhao, president of Garena, also states the developers are focused on preserving the depth, immersion, and freedom that define Power World while optimizing the experience for mobile play, which makes it sound like it is a mobile port. No, this does not. This tells me that they're trying to stay true to what Power World is and put it into the new game. No, I don't agree with this. I don't think that does sound like it's a mobile port. No. Sounds like they're taking the idea of Power World, making a new game out of it. The key feature, so here's the thing, right? Is there's so many gacha games. Who here thinks they're going to find a way to make this gacha? Because if you think about it, I mean, mobile is gacha space, right? And this is a South Korean company. That's a gacha, like, that's literally a gacha country, right? I figure there's going to be a decent amount of online pay here. Unless there's pay to play straight up. I can't imagine it. Like, most games like this, you won't pay to play them. Most you won't. It's free to play, and they want you to buy shit. Yeah, I'm ready for gacha. That's what I think. So the key features notes takes that Power World Online will feature an original story and unique lore, and will expand on the narrative with new side stories created exclusively for this version of the game. The frequent use of the word version in the press release, paired with the fact it's been optimized specifically for mobile play, leads me to believe perhaps this is somewhere between a port and a new game. But that's just speculation on my behalf. No. If it's got an original story in its own, it's a different game. I would say that right there is that tells you it's a new game. So anyway, that's pretty much all we have on this. There's not a lot more about this right now, but we'll keep our eye on it because, you know, Power World was such a smash hit, still doing insane numbers as we can see right here. And if it's going to go mobile, I mean, Fortnite did pretty well on mobile for a while. We'll see what this can do. It's, I would say this is more geared towards mobile. Like, if they keep the idea the same, where you're running through a different, like, set of islands or maybe a different world completely, but they're going to have probably some exclusive pals. Let's be real. They'll have some exclusive pals on here. And, of course, other favorites and things like that. But, yeah, I'm thinking gacha, man. And there will be, like, different levels. Like, right now, like, you get a card and you get to see what kind of, like, hero you get. They might be pulling that same crap. I'm just saying the pals might be packs. So prepare yourself. Freaking prepare yourself for a gacha game. I'm just saying, if they really want to make money, that's what they do. I hope not. But don't put it past them. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Spider-Man Brand New Day. Now, what's crazy here was they were talking about 890 million, okay? And this was like Saturday, where they're projecting 890 million. Yesterday, it said 927 million worldwide in the opening weekend. That is an insane number. So when we look at this, this is the second best worldwide all time, any movie, right? Behind Avengers Endgame, which is 1.22 billion, okay? That's insane. And what's even crazier is the number got updated again. So today, they updated it again. The 927 that was upgraded from the 890 got upgraded to 941 million. Now we got like an exact number. 941,793,644. This movie blew it away, bro. That's insane. And this is the second time it got upgraded, which is crazy. Shout out to Az for that little tidbit of information. But yeah, so we saw it. We did see it. We don't get out to movies too often unless it looks like it's going to be good for the fam. I was like, this looks like it's going to be a good one. Heard good things. Only a few people didn't like it. But I think they're too picky. I thought the movie was really solid. I will say this. Jean Grey being in the movie and the way they used her and was a little strange that she was very angry. Like she was like hurting like regular people, which was a little odd. I felt like they made her too evil, but then she was allowed to just walk away. I'll just say that. I won't go too into it. I don't know how many people haven't seen it, so I had a little issue with that, with how they treated her. I felt like Sadie did an okay job with her. I think Sadie's just Sadie in her movies, but I feel like they did an okay job. But yeah, the whole the way they treated Jean Grey in that movie was a little funky. But you know what? Zendaya was not insufferable. No, not insufferable at all in the movie. And of course, Tom Holland was good. And I really like, of course, I can't remember his name, but Shane from The Walking Dead as Punisher, of course, great. Great. You got a news story that made you excited? You said an XDM. Not sure if I've seen it. I will check it out. I will check it out once we're through these tabs right here. We have more tabs to go, but I will stick it in there. How about that? But with every great success, 941 million comes great failure. And with great failure, Supergirl is going to end its theatrical runs, getting pulled out of all theaters. It is done. It's over. It made less than 200 million globally. That's a flop, ladies and gentlemen. One of DC's biggest flops ever. We all saw it coming. We all said it was happening. We had people celebrating when it finally got over 100 million. It's like you understand that this costs way more than that to make. And, oh, by the way, when like Universal or whoever, when they get their money, they get about 60% of the money that was made at the box office. So let's say this made $200 million at the box office. They walked away with about 120 to 140 million. Right? So, that stings. Yeah, that one stings. That's a rough one. Goodbye, Supergirl. But yeah, so we all knew that one was going to flop. But of course, people were like, it doesn't matter that it flopped. It was all about just getting the story out there. Oh, yes. I forgot. They just make movies just to get stories out there. They don't have to make money. No. Superman wasn't that bonkers that it did that great in the movie that you can afford this, okay? They can't have another one of these in DC Universe. The next one has to be better. It has to show up in the theaters, has to be cheaper to make, and it has to be a much bigger banger. They cannot have her lead another freaking Supergirl, dude. Not again. And what's kind of funny is they released it at all. I thought they should have Batwoman this. You know what I'm saying? Just looked at the movie and been like, no, we're not going to release this. We know we went through all this hard work, you know, doing all the filming, and we paid people, but you know what? Let's not do the CGI. We know this is a pig. There's not enough lipstick to put on this thing to make it pretty. Let's just get rid of it. But they didn't. They released it, and now they paid the price. And I think it costs like it was insane. It was like 250 million to make it, and another 200 million in marketing. So that's 450 million to make 120 to 140 million. That's a pretty major loss. I would be pretty pissed at that. And again, it's just like how much they pay for marketing, how much they pay for things. It's the same thing with gaming. The bloat is insane. It's too much. Way too much money to make these freaking things. But yeah, there we go. That's where we are. So we talked a little bit about this last time. I kind of speed ran the Gears of War stuff. But what I want to do is take a closer look. There's a video that Gears of War put out there that I would like to watch and take a look at and take a peek at the actual multiplayer because it looks really good.
Here they come. Get back in your hole.
Welcome to the fight, Gears.
Yeah, the 12-player horde mode I don't care about so much. It's the I think it's called the Slayer mode or whatever, or the Siege mode or something.
Placing disruptor.
Horde mode is just a horde mode. You stay in one place and fight for like an hour. Like that doesn't interest me. Their new mode looks like it could be cool. Yeah, Metallica's a good choice for the trailer. Agreed. Like everything looks really weighty. Looks like it is a real Gears of War game. You know, they're using the right guys to be the front. You know what I'm saying? Like they're using the right dudes to be the front and center. So over here, they got an E-Day multiplayer overview. It's about 10 minutes long. I want to check this sucker out. Make sure we're in a decent setting here because it keeps going down low. I don't want that.
The squad is at the heart of every Gears of War experience. Whether it's in the stories we tell or the modes we build, being a gear is all about fighting alongside someone.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know they got the chick, but I feel like she's such a secondhand
Being a
character.
gear
She's
is
not gonna
all
matter.
about fighting alongside someone who has your back when shit gets intense. Our players have deep connections to their own squads. They tell stories about lifelong friends and family that grew up playing gears together. Strangers they met in battle and became bonded to through the game. That feeling of fighting side by side is at the center of E-Day's multiplayer modes. And today, we're excited to dive in and show you more. Welcome
the
to
Horde
Horde
Siege,
Siege.
yeah.
It's an all-new 12-player evolution of Gears' legendary Horde mode. Horde Siege evolves that iconic back against the wall.
Yeah, so Horde Siege is the one I'm interested in. There's a regular Horde mode I'm not so interested in.
Horde experience the Gears is known for, with larger, more unpredictable, more cinematic, and more memorable battles for you and your squad. This is 3 squads fighting through their own objectives, crisscrossing with each other through the largest and most immersive multiplayer maps we've ever made. But before you go, you need to choose a class and gear up.
Each class has its own tactical gear.
And this is something we talked about last time too, is that there's 4 classes, there are going to be more classes, but you aren't locked to like needing to fill a class. In fact, you can have all 4 the same class if you want. So you play the class you want. And, you know, obviously when you're with a group, you know, there might be people saying, you know, we need a medic or whatever, but you don't have to. Like, you're not locked into it. You can play it how you want to, which is cool.
To match its strategy.
Oh, here we go, right there. There they are, right there. There they are, right there. So right here, Assault, Breacher, Marksman, Medic. Those are the ones they start with. There's going to be more to come.
As well as progression journey that unlock loadout weapons, armor mods, and tactical gear mods so you can tweak your build to your own personal playstyle. The Assault class is about controlling the battlefield with mid-range weapons while stunning waves of incoming enemies using the Sonic Disruptor. Marksman focuses on precision damage, especially useful with Horde Siege's longer sightlines, while the Pulse Drone attacks Locust units for you and your squad. The Breacher is a point-blank bruiser that pushes hard into the front line to make risky plays, using an adrenaline injector to refill health and reduce incoming damage. And the Medic is a mid-range revive specialist, focused on keeping your squad on their feet while under fire. The Medic Vaporizer revives any gear, even from other squads, within range.
Oh shit!
Depending on the mission type you've chosen,
it's gonna. So this Medic has an AOE res
on their feet while
and
under
heal.
Fire.
Look at this. All these guys just got downed right here. Watch. Watch them. They're all down. All these dudes went down. He walked up and immediate AOE res
within range. Depending on the mission type you've chosen, you'll get a mix of main objectives that will have you moving around the map or hunkering down in a location. These objectives give you more variety than ever before.
All those
but
mines
still
everywhere.
focus on the Horde feeling of defending and clearing ways of unique enemy combinations. In Horde Siege, this means securing and protecting rigs, large cog recon devices
so that's one of the
that have
rigs.
been deployed around the city to scan and map out the enemy's.
All right, so these are the rigs they were talking about. Yeah, because we were talking about this last time. Pretty much every major objective that you have has to do with like going and fueling a rig or protecting a rig. And so they're spread across the map. The main Horde mode is you defending one rig the entire time. So that's why, to me, like the 10-wave Horde mode, where you're just staying in one place, like you're turtling in this one area, protecting one rig the whole time. To me, that's not all that interesting to me. Like that specifically, I don't want to sit in one place. I want the running around and doing stuff experience.
Scan and map out the enemy's underground tunnel network. They are critical to the defense of Kelowna, but have the unfortunate, noisy side effect of attracting locusts whenever they're activated. Also scattered around the map are secondary objectives. Quick, timed side missions like taking out a high-value target, defusing locust explosives, or delivering a power cord to juice up an active rig.
Okay. So here though, right? So if this is like one of those side missions that give you more, so what these do is they can give you like additional like weapon parts and things that you get to keep, right? And take with you after, like these are weapon like accessories, shit like that. But if you don't do this, does it explode? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're defusing this bomb or that high value target isn't killed in time, what happens? Like, do you also pay a price for not doing
delivering a power cord to juice up an active rig?
Secondary objectives are optional, but they earn in-session squad perks, boosting your squad's abilities, as well as weapon parts that can be redeemed after your session to upgrade your favorite guns. As you knock off objectives and kill locusts, your squad earns energy. This can be spent at supply caches. There, you can upgrade squad perks, grab equipment like grenades,
This looks pretty
sentry
great.
turrets.
This looks well thought out too, doesn't it? Gears has always been in Halo's shadow, roles of reverse, and you know what? No one to blame but Halo themselves. Halo Studios is cooked, man.
Razor mines, change your loadout on the fly if you need a different weapon. Your objectives will often have you cross paths with other squads, and these are really unique.
We all know it's still 3-4-3. Come
Like
on.
running into another squad's defensive setup and helping take out some of their waves, or when you both get assigned positions near each other, it can set up a joint kill zone. But a huge relief when your whole squad is DB&O'd and you see a group of gears come sprinting around that corner with a clutch.
This is what's great. This is what's great. So when you're in the 3-squad, 12-man group, when you go down, say your whole squad's down, another group can still come and res you. I like that too. So like, just because you're all down, it's not like game over. You can still get res by another group.
If Command delivers a supply drop, any squad that fights to secure it gets a share of the rewards inside. The first one in gets the best stuff. So it's often a quick decision if you can spare the time and effort while managing your objectives. But the most intense multi-squad action hits when our bigger boss appears on the map and things get even tougher.
Yeah, the
Invasions can
corpses can be a
happen at
problem.
any time during a mission. They add new chaos and challenges
Oh,
to
say
the
what? It can happen whenever? Hold on. Did he say it could happen whenever?
Anytime during a mission. They add new chaos and
Oh,
challenges
shit.
to the session, buffing locust enemies or restricting certain actions until they're defeated. And it can take more than one squad to bring these huge monsters down. These moments of 12 players coming together
not
to
familiar with
take
that.
on iconic locust creatures deliver this great Gears feeling.
I don't
Fighting
remember the
alongside
giant
a
bee.
group of soldiers to hold the line. And of course, anyone that helps gets even more rewards.
That's
More
fucking
rewards.
beautiful.
Once your mission
Wait, you can
objectives
have
are
a
complete,
half-pound pickle? Hold on a second. What was this? What did this sign say? Hold on. What did this sign say? I think I want this
Beautiful.
sign. It says the awesome new half-pound something pickle. Is it a spicy pickle? It's a spicy pickle. It's a half-pound spicy pickle, baby.
Once your mission objectives are complete, Command sends in your ride so you can extract. You'll fight through one last intense horde wave to secure the
Okay,
LZ
right in the mouth,
and
right in
hold
the
out
green
until
stuff.
your Raven appears. A successful mission will reward you and your squad, while you don't leave your comrades behind. Earned XP
my bad, I hit
chopper
a button,
will
my bad.
reward you and your squad. While you don't technically all need to make it back to the chopper, your rewards might suffer a bit if you leave your comrades behind. Earned
Well,
XP
don't leave me
will
behind.
progress your rank, unlocking new loadout weapons, mods, and equipment. But most importantly, any weapon parts you gained can be redeemed to upgrade your arsenal for the next fight. For
See,
the
this is
first
what we were
time
talking about too, right? So if you do the optional side missions, you can get other pieces to put on your guns. You get to take those with you, right? But you have to get out. That's the thing. You have to get out. If you don't extract, you don't get this shit.
Fight. For the first time in a main Gears title, you can mod our iconic weapons. Some mods will apply small tweaks, nudging the gun towards your personal preference. Other mods are more noticeable, changing what effects you get from hitting a perfect active reload. Or if you want to go nuts, you can even throw a bayonet on your Nasher.
Oh!
That
that's
intersection between how you set up your weapons, armor mods, and tactical gear creates more choice and gameplay strategy than we've ever had before. And of course, when you and your squad combine your builds,
Start
it can
looking
be the
good,
difference
too.
that gets you through.
Look at that. You're starting to look pretty good here. I like these armors, man. This is pretty sick. This reminds me of 40K right here. Right here. That is a 40K freaking commandant.
Combine your builds, it can be the difference that gets you through an especially tough mission. Horde Siege missions mix variety, objectives, difficulty, modifiers, and harder challenges each time you play, shaking things up with things like explosive drone deaths, only perfect reloads, or even friendly fire. Poisons also make a return, meaning the Locust Horde gets more powerful as you play through a mission. If you're looking for a dose of that classic Horde grind, our Horde missions will set you up in one spot, testing your squad
Yeah, I
against
don't want
10
that.
grueling waves of survival.
Literally
All of these
don't want anything
elements,
to do with that.
combined with the variety of objective locations on each map, and of course the chaotic fun of mixing in 2 other squads of real players, means you'll never have the same experience twice.
I've heard that so many times, man. Let's
The
not
Ultimate Squad
overdo
Challenge
it.
in Gears has always been founded on versus modes. 2 squads going head to head, trying to rip each other apart with a mix of tactical teamwork and clutch gameplay. We wanted to deliver that pure Gears PvP feeling, but now evolved with E-Day's new movement mechanics. All our launch modes are 4v4, as Locust and Cog squads square off on all new maps.
It all comes down to the
PvP
freaking
is where you hone
shotgun
your
and these
skills.
freaking ones,
No
man.
mods allowed here. Everyone starts with the same loadout, fighting on symmetrical battlefields to claim key weapon spawns across tactical locations. Our launch maps, Park, Battleship, Outpost, Precinct, Market, and Skyward, are all set in and
They're
around
all
Cologne.
symmetrical?
And they have that classic Gears feel, focusing on cover, fronts and lanes, but with opportunities to use E-Day's new traversal mechanics.
We're starting off with a tight set of 4 modes. Team Deathmatch and Conquest, our new King of the Hill mode, will feel familiar, but with some great new updates. And they're joined by 2 new modes. In Demolition, each squad battles over a neutral bomb, and then attempts to plant it at one of 2 of the opposing team's bomb sites. This is Gears PvP battles at their best. 2 fronts colliding, squads coordinating with non-stop action as you constantly flip between attacking and defending. Crucible is a great new mode that revolves around the power core. Whoever holds it gains points, but the scoring zone shrinks and it moves as the round goes on. This means the fight is always coming to you. The power core's one charged shot can strip the flesh right off an enemy, so well-timed defensive play can lock in that win. After launch, we'll be adding in new maps, modes, and events to keep things fresh, including some favorites that we're excited to bring back.
Gears of War E-Day is a new game, built from scratch to feel like Gears, play like new. So whether you're a Gears veteran or jumping in for the first time,
Get
it was
that perfect
important to
reload,
us
baby.
that there was a place to get familiar with the gameplay mechanics. Our short bootcamp tutorial will walk you through the basics, but we've also included a combat training space where you can test out weapons, movement, and even go up against some short Locust encounters to get some reps in.
We have pre-made
That guy's
control
pumped.
schemes for all types of players. If none of them fit you perfectly, you can always customize one to your liking.
When you're feeling ready to pop some heads, Versus is set up with 2 main ways to play.
Now, I haven't watched this whole thing yet. Are they going to bring in the director that was a dude? You know what I mean? What's up, Smash? Good to see you, my friend. Hail to you in orbit as well. Welcome, welcome. You went to the arcade today? I saw. Oh, you saw the new Spider-Man. It's good, right? It was pretty good. We liked it too. We saw it on Saturday. I liked it. I thought it was really good. They did a good job.
Jump into social, get into the fight, and roll through some matches.
Made a lot of money.
Or you can even choose a playlist, play spots as you continue to train your skills. If you're feeling up to it, join Ranked to get sweaty and test yourself in more competitive playlists while earning exclusive rewards.
Almost all our character skins are based directly in the lore, themes, and events of the Gears universe. Our legendary skins are a bit more over the top, celebrating
They are a
gritty
little
and
bit.
imaginative designs inspired by the vibes of our brand.
Those aren't
When it
bad though.
comes
They
to
aren't gross.
collecting
Like they aren't like Call of Duty ridiculous bullshit. It looks
and
alright.
growing your own collection of customization items in E-Day, we've taken a more old school inspired approach. That means nearly every single piece of customization in E-Day can be earned by just playing the game.
Yes.
You'll unlock new items through completing seasonal and event challenges.
And the stuff that they can't be, or the most, it's like the premium edition shit, whatever comes with that, and then charity things. So like when they team up with charity and you can get exclusive skins, those you can't earn. But everything else, I think it's literally everything else you can just earn, which is the way to go. It's gonna hit 2 billion, dude. Spider-Man's gonna hit 2 billion like it's nothing. In 3 weeks, it's gonna hit it, dude. 3 weeks, it's hitting 2 billion, maybe 4. The fact that they went from 890 and they upgraded to 927 million for the weekend, and then again today they upgraded again to 943 million. Jesus Christ, it's insane. It almost hit 1 billion this week.
Unlocking achievements and by earning medals from our classic medal system. Everything else can be obtained by completing matches and earning coins, which unlock items in the barracks. We'll have a few things that are pay only, but they're limited to our premium edition items and charity or partner content like the Ride the Lightning weapon skin set we've created in partnership with Metallica. Every season, we'll grow our lineup of COG and Locust characters, as well as
Metallica
adding new
has
weapon
guns?
skins, poses, customization elements, challenges, medals, and events. All of this is to say, there's no battle pass, no pay to win, no bullshit. Play what you want, chase the unlocks you think are the coolest, and we'll have themed seasonal updates that bring in loads of new kick-ass content.
There we go. They just put it out on the table.
Horde Siege and Gears Versus. Epic PvE battles and tight PvP combat.
I will say this. Not having this on Steam and not having it on PlayStation is going to bite them in the ass so unbelievably hard. It's not even going to be funny. On PC, people want to own things on Steam. They don't want to deal with Microsoft's bullshit store. They don't. You don't have the same return policies, nothing. You have to deal with all the Microsoft store bullshit, and you have to get another Xbox app on your PC, all that good stuff, and you get pulled into their thing. I'm sure there will be people that go, but it's not going to be like putting this game on Steam. This thing is going to bite them in the ass like you haven't seen before. Not having it on PlayStation is a big mistake, especially after you just put Halo, a bad version of Halo, on the PlayStation. Not enough people own Xboxes. Xboxes are too goddamn expensive right now. This is going to blow up in their face. Making this an exclusive, big mistake. And I'm all about like the exclusive wars. It's too late in this console. It's too late. The exclusives are done. PlayStation, Xbox, you've given up on the exclusives. You cannot go back and start doing it. And doing it with E-Day is not going to have the effect that they hope. This thing, they're talking, what, $400 million making this game? You're going to recoup that on Xbox? You're not going to recoup that. It's too much money. You got to put it on Steam. They should have said it's timed or something. I don't know. Or maybe they will just end up reneging and then doing it like 6 months to a year later. But having this exclusive to Xbox console and the Microsoft Store, I think it's going to blow up in their face. And I'm not happy about it because I won't be able to track players. Okay, I'm really not happy about that.
That deliver on that intense Gears action in a totally new game. So grab your squad and join the fight. Early access to the open beta begins August 6th on Xbox, PC, and Steam. And we can't wait for you to get your hands on Gears of War E-Day.
It does look really good, though.
On the battlefield.
I mean, this game does look fantastic. It's like finally Xbox is going to release a game that's good. And I think they got one here. I do. But man, it has just been too long. They've screwed up so many times with Gears of Wars. It's just like, am I counting my sheep too soon? They have also released a little bit more information about ranked. So ranked, like if you so much as drop out of ranked, you are going to take a loss, and not to mention the ban, and you'll get negative shit from that. But they're going to have it so if you are having connection issues, you can reconnect 2 times before having anything bad happen to you. But even disconnecting, I guess, can be a negative effect on your win, which is kind of a bummer. Yeah, the girl boss is concerning, but Smash, she's taken such a back seat in what they're showing. I kind of feel like when it comes to the multiplayer, you're going to have more options than just her. I think you're going to have more options than 4, especially since I'm pretty sure you can have multiple DOMs. Like when it comes to the multiplayer, I think you can be whoever the hell you want. It's not like you're Dom, someone else has to be fucking Marcus. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure you're not going to see her a lot, except the trolls running around as her, or chicks who actually are going to play with her. And let's be honest, generally they won't, because generally if they're E-Day players, if they're Gears players, they're not running around with a woman. That's just a fact. Yeah, I don't think she's going to be that much of a problem, because of all the other things I've seen in the game. And we've been, here on this channel, we've been keeping an eye on Gears, okay? So far, pretty good, except the one tranny demon that is clearly part of the game development cycle. That's always a worry. You just wonder, like, what isn't in the footage, right? What are they hiding? Yeah, we'll have to see about that one, but let's take a break for E-Day stuff real quick and do a proper celebration of Smash JT dropping a $9.99 super sticker right into the chat. Of course, what the fuck? Me pressing the wrong goddamn button completely. That's right, the wrong goddamn button. But Smash, the legend around here, dropping the first little nugget to get us going towards tier 1. Shout out to the legend.
I need money. I just do. It's for food and vacations, not the lawsuit.
That's right. Thank you very much, Smash, the legend. If someone could please give him food or just money for food and vacation, he would appreciate that. But let's celebrate with a little bit of green.
Gooning round till sundown. Got my shades, my rocket shoes. Breaking dawn, no time to lose. Chasing dreams with open skies. Laughing loud with wide eyes. Every day I'm gooning, baby. Flying high and feeling crazy. Hit the road and on the night. Gooning under city lights.
Shout out to Smash. Thank you so much. Yes. You're a little jaded from Halo, dude. I mean, I don't blame you, man. It's just like, what are we? You're just waiting for the other shoe to drop. It is Microsoft after all. It's like how much trust you put in them. But I've been kind of really looking, right? The only worrisome thing that I've seen at all is the chick that they just added randomly and the dude who thinks he's a chick. That's a developer. Those are the only two things. I have not seen tons of red flags. Now, there's still months to go. We'll see if they get ahead of themselves and give us some Pride stuff soon or something. God, who knows? Oh, next year, if they have Pride skins next year in Gears of War, though, I'm going to be fucking pissed about it. I'll be honest. I'll be pretty pissed about it. I will. Yeah. But, we got a brand new video here, and it looks like we have to run it, ladies and gentlemen. We just got our first, well, not super chat, but super sticker to get us going towards tier 1. We're at 10 for the stream. And we need to get to tier 1 to play games. By the way, it is going to be Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon, but the Struggle Bus. Shout out to Kyle for getting this made just in time for today, but we need it. If we could all hop on board the Struggle Bus right now.
Destination tier 1 full send. Through the fence, through the gate. Sorry, mate, no time to wait. Past the mailbox, past the shed. Nearly landed on the neighbor's head. Every super chat gets us near. We're gonna hit tier 1 this year. It's a struggle bus, full set, no brakes. We're chasing tier 1, whatever it takes. Crash the barn, flatten the sign. One more super chat, we'll cross that line. It's a struggle bus. Go, go, go. Tier 1's just ahead. Now let's steal the show.
The bus falling apart. It's not good. You need it.
Tier 1. 200 meters. We're almost there.
Well, shout out to Kyle for making that. Thank you, Kyle. That was good. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. I only had to get on Kyle's ass for like 2 months to make that, but he finally did it. God damn it, Kyle. He finally got it for me. Thanks. Thank you. Yes. My God. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are 1/3 of the way to tier 1. Let's just keep rolling. Let's do it. Let's get there. So yeah, so we were talking about this, right? The Horde Siege is what they're calling it. The 12-player evolution. But siege maps are bigger. So these large maps right here, this is the thing, right? You've got these the Horde Siege maps are the ones where you have the 3 teams, and the 3 teams are all doing different things. You're not actually together. You're on the same map, but you'll cross paths, but you're all doing something different. You're never going to be doing the same thing, but you will be crossing paths, and you can help each other. And then there's also these little things that will happen during that are secondary missions that you can or cannot do, up to you. And when you do one, though, you get those rewards that they give you perk for that game, and you also earn weapon accessories that you can use later, and you get to keep and have on your guns. Now, what they said is you can use it for the next mission. What I don't know is if you have it for the next mission only, or you get to keep that accessory forever. That's what I don't know. I kind of feel like it's only for the next one. So it's like once you use that accessory, you've used the accessory. We'll have to see how that works. They haven't gone into extreme detail on that, but it is interesting. But yeah, they were talking about the classes. You got the Assault, Breacher, Marksman, and Medic. But there are going to be more to come. And then they said there's no right way to set up a squad. If you want to drop a mission with 4 breachers, that's up to you. This is what I was talking about too. You aren't locked in. It's not like you have to have 1 person medic, 1 person marksman. That's good, right? Because that would be kind of annoying. The objective types we just talked about. So here's the thing, right? So you have Blitz. The Siege is the one they keep talking about. Siege is the one they're talking about. That's their new like premier multiplayer mode that's like against the computer, right? It's PvE. This is the 12-man mode. It's 20 to 40 minutes depending. This is where you're all crisscrossing the map and all that shit. But they also have Blitz, which is 1 to 2 objectives, which is when you have time for a quick run. It's 15-20 minutes length. It's like Siege but short. Okay? But then the Horde mode is actually a different mode entirely. This is the one where you just stay in one place, protect one rig. And rig is that big yellow thing that you saw on the map where you're either powering it up or whatever. But this one, you're just defending one rig in one place the entire time. And it's 10 waves. It's 50 to 60 minutes. This is what I'm saying. Like no, this doesn't really interest me. Like, I don't want to sit in one place for 50 to 60 minutes and fight waves. I've played enough of those games. I never really liked them all that much. I've always liked things like... like Call of Duty Zombies, like where you're moving around and you have things to do, or you have to go somewhere to get a different gun and you use the money to get a better gun, or you go and you get like a shield or a ×2 multiplayer. You go try to find one of those, you know what I'm saying? Or ×2 XP or something like that. That I like, where you're always moving around and you can stay still for a little bit and shoot waves, but then you're moving again and you're trying to basically drag that last zombie around so you move around. So anyway, that's this Horde mode stuff, one place the whole time. For me personally, I'm not all that interested. And then they have difficulties too, which is they have infantry, which is these are all basically for certain levels like 10 to 20, 20 to 30, and they have one they call Allfather, which they recommend for the max classes only. Okay. And then we talked about the rigs. So you can secure it. If they're around an area, you destroy them, calibrate it, which you have to be around it while it's calibrating, repair it, defend it, and then, of course, Horde, where you just sit in place and fight. Secondary objectives, rewards, this we talked about too. Save and play energy. This we skipped over last time a little bit. What the hell is this? As you complete objectives, defeat enemies in Horde Siege, you and your squad will collect a shared pool of energy. Energy can be used at supply caches scattered across the map to buy equipment, upgrades, squad perks. Oh, this is basically, so this is in-game perks that you can purchase. This is where we saw a guy buy a new gun and switch out his loadout. Okay, so that's what that is. So the in-game currency is called energy. You can purchase new weapons on the fly while energy collection is shared across the squad. Spending is individualized. Okay, all right. While earning is easy, deciding what each player invests in is where squad strategy gets interesting. When you open a supply cache, you see your own personal options based on your class progression. Equipment and grenades now occupy the same inventory slot. You can pocket defensive equipment like a sentry or decoy to carry with you, or choose to go offensive with a variety of grenades like frags, incendiaries. What appears for purchase grows over time as your class progresses and reflects any mods or upgrades you're invested in. In addition to supply crate, energy can also be used at specific defensive positions to purchase upgrade turret installations. Okay. Plus, since turrets can now be detached, it's a great way to get your hands on a heavy weapon that might be a critical tool. Okay, so you can like call in a turret using energy and then you can pick it up. Okay. Energy provides your squad with means to determine the direction of the fight also. Do you build up defensible position, shift your loadout for the next objective, or scavenge the other squad left behind and use it to survive the next wave? The more energy you earn, the more options you have, and all the energy you earn contribute to your mission score. So tackling a few secondary objectives and events is worth the effort as long as it doesn't get you killed in action. Okay, so energy is from killing things. That's how you earn the money, basically, and defending. Okay. All right, that makes sense. And then there's modifiers. You can change. Oh, so you can play with augments, poisons, invasion events, and more. These variables combine to create unexpected challenges. This is the one where we saw like that one. They were like beefed up, right? When invasion event starts, all squads on the map are notified about impending arrival of large locust units. So those are like the corpsers, yeah. So we saw that. So that's the stuff that can happen just whenever. Just whenever. Am I going to use the new like and subscribe video? I don't know about that. I don't know about that one, Kyle. It's a little rainbowy for my taste. It's a little gay. Let's just be real. I don't know about that, dude. It's funny. It's funny, but to use it as the like and sub, I don't know. I don't know if it fits the vibe. It is funny how you somehow get a cross between Kata and Atreus in one little video, because they kind of look like both of them at once. It's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. So the COG resupplies are there. Free rewards occasionally pop up on the map. They come in 3 varieties: supply drops, perk caches, and weapon stockpiles. I think those are pretty self-explanatory. All COG resupplies have the negative side effect of attracting locust forces. Okay, of course. Well, yes, that makes sense. And extraction. One thing that doesn't change with each mission is your squad's final objective is to get out alive. After you've completed your mission main objectives, you'll be asked to clear a landing zone and survive until your Raven arrives. Well, it's always best to get everyone out together. Technically, only one member of your squad needs to make it out alive to complete the mission. Stay on your feet. Watch the clock. If you fail to clear the area and board the chopper in time, you'll lose your ride. Dude, that would suck to be alive all that time and not get on the chopper. But if anyone's ever played Left 4 Dead, sometimes you have to like get to a certain area, like a locker. But there's one, I swear there was one where there was like a chopper you had to get to. And if you weren't all on the platform at the right time, you'd get left. I swear to God, I think this was Left 4 Dead. And that sucked to be left behind. I feel like it was Left 4 Dead. That was a rough one. That was a tough one. Mods, weapons, parts, progression. Yes, we did see this in the video. This is very interesting. Versus classic recipe, new ingredients. The versus stuff, I mean, they could say new ingredients, blah, blah, blah. Versus is versus and gears. If they change it too much, people will complain because the gearheads who play this will absolutely fucking complain. So obviously there's TDM, there's regular versus, there's conquest. So this is classic King of the Hill. Yeah, main objective mode still hinges on occupying and defending specific zones around the map. However, rather than rotating on a set interval like in King of the Hill, zones in Conquest stay active until one team successfully accrues enough time spent in the zone to score. With close coordination and effective teamwork, your squad can turn the tide and snatch a victory. So if there's multiple at once, you can hold more than once at once and get scores? Is that kind of seems like how it is? What is this? Versus? It says versus again, and it says versus here. It's just showing the versus option. Okay, demolition. Okay, gotcha. Demolition teams battle for control for a neutral bomb that must be delivered and planted at one of 2 enemy bomb sites. Okay, hello? This is clearly CS here. Once armed, the planting team must defend the bomb until it detonates while fighting without respawns. 3 successful detonations wins the match. So the combat and tactics around where to plant and how to defend get intense. I wonder if that will work the same way like Valorant, where you do like pre-purchasing, like your loadout. I wonder how they're going to actually work that, or if you just have your loadout and you get to choose like every round. I wonder, because if they use like energy, like where you earn it with kills or earn it with points, and you start if it's really like CS, right, or freaking Valorant, where you're actually earning the points to beef up your loadout, that would be interesting to see that straight into Gears, unless they just go OG on it. I don't know. Left 4 Dead No Mercy campaign at helicopter extraction, was that what it was? Yeah, because I knew it. I remembered a helicopter, and you could get left by that helicopter in Left 4 Dead, but I couldn't remember what it was. It's just been I've not played Left 4 Dead in so long, dude. All right, so Crucible is a new versus mode. It centers around the power core. The power core, a heavy piece of COG equipment that can be picked up and carried. If your team holds the power core inside the zone, you'll accrue progress towards scoring. But as the round progresses, the zone will move and shrink. I've played these versions before. Inside the zone, you'll need to fend off attackers from opposing team trying to claim the power core for themselves. Thankfully, the power core also stores an electric charge. They can blast them. And then there will be limited time modes, of course. Then we're talking about the versus maps. We did see just in a quick interview explanation of what they were. Very, very quick. Ranked focuses, right? I wonder if in here they're talking about the bans. Social playlists, 4v4 quick play, bot lists based on difficulty. No. Before you jump in any mode, E-Day offers 2 great places to start. Our boot camp, short training course set in a COG military facility, which is good. And if you want to spend more time getting comfortable, the combat training mode expands. So, you know how they like to talk about feature complete, and people kept talking about how, well, people don't like Marathon. It's one of the first feature complete multiplayer that has shipped, blah, blah, blah. It's so not feature complete. It's unbelievable. There's no good training mode. The actual, it's not even a prologue. It's like the training you get when you first get in there. It doesn't even explain what you're doing. You never get to practice or understand looting. So if you're new to an extraction shooter, which I wasn't, I understood what Marathon was right away. But people who don't know what extraction shooters are will literally get in there, an actual game, and have no idea what to do. It's so not feature complete. It's unbelievable. They only have extraction, which they're now working on the PvE stuff, whatever. But they're just they're half-assed throwing it in timed limited time mode. That's really really just beta testing this. You're all our guinea pigs. I mean, that's all those are. There's no campaign, and I don't say you absolutely have to have a campaign in something like Marathon. Like, I wouldn't say that's a requirement to be feature complete for a multiplayer game. I would say that's not true. But you should have different multiplayer modes. The fact that Marathon doesn't have an arena shooter in it when it's an arena shooter original is insane to me. They just went extraction shooter and were like, nah, no verses, no actual verses. I mean, God forbid people go in and learn the weapons. God forbid the only time they see them is in extraction mode. It's so stupid. And another one that's not very feature complete when you think about it is Arc Raiders. But Arc Raiders is much more friendly because you get so much time dealing with PvE in that game that you will learn how to play at a much, it's much more fluid, I guess. It's much more easy to understand in that game what to do. Although, you know what? They have a pretty good training around. They have a pretty good training area in Arc Raiders where, I'm sorry, Marathon's not feature complete. Marathon is garbage. I still can't believe that Bungie shipped that shit. Meanwhile, here we go. E-Day. They've got campaign. They've got multiple versus rounds, right? They have 3 types of PvE, 12-man PvE. I mean, what are we doing here? These are not the same thing. It's just not the same. The new Gears is just head and shoulders over freaking Marathon. Let's be real. Skins and customization items. We talked about this already. You can get everything in game except for the premium package that you can pre-order and charity things. This is it. Earning cosmetics, same thing. Respect the grind. Yep. Not too much grind. Coins and iron. You can buy iron. This is what we talked about last time. There's a currency called iron. This is premium currency that you buy. They are going to have it in the game, so you can use it to buy cosmetics. You can earn everything in the game. So even though you can earn it all, you could just, it comes in the game. You don't have to buy anything. Iron exists, so it'll be interesting to see how long does it take to earn the things in the game by just playing? The fact iron exists is a little red flag to worry about when it comes to how much is the game going to cost to play. But at the same time, you're not being locked out of anything that gives you an advantage. It's all cosmetic. But at the same time, like, don't entice me with iron, right? Don't do that. I don't like that exists. The fact that it exists makes me second guess what they're trying to do, right? It shouldn't exist at all. Player level medals or progression. All this is very cut and dry. You can get medals by doing specific things like the old school Gears of War medals back at E-Day. They're back. They're earned by mastering specific aspects of the game, progressive tiers. They're going to have over 80 unique medals at launch. I'm sure they'll continue adding them as things come in with new seasons. Of course, your player levels through XP. It's capped at level 100. Once you hit 100, you'll have the option to re-up. Or new exclusive reward resetting your player to level 1. Players can re-up a total of 4 times, representing 500 total levels of player progression. Once you reach level 100 on your last re-up, we'll award you with a set of Gear 2 inspired wings that are displayed alongside your gamer tag or Steam name. What? What? Is this right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. This wasn't coming to Steam. This is something we looked up before. We checked this before. And it was Microsoft Store and Xbox. Xbox console exclusive. It is on Steam? If it's going to be on Steam, it's going to be totally fine and make the money. Wait, I swear to God, we have looked this up and it was not going to be on Steam. Is this something they changed their mind on? Hold on a second. Gears of War E-Day on Steam. Available for pre-purchase on Steam store page. $70. Oh, it's going to be totally fine. Dude, we have looked this up. We have looked this up before. Was it just not on Steam yet when we looked it up? Oh, if it's on Steam, it's going to do totally fine. Fuck that. Forget it. It'll be totally fine. We looked this up and it was like, oh no, nope, it's going to be exclusive Microsoft Store, all Microsoft. So how could they say, so it's a console exclusive? Well, that's good. Well, that thing we said earlier, they're going to be totally fine. You can cut out PlayStation now. Absolutely. So you have the biggest group of people is Steam. The most people in the world is on Steam. PlayStation is dwarfed. It's been known for a month. So see? So they did change it. Because when we looked before, remember, Jay was on vacation for 2 weeks. So I have a feeling this happened when I was on vacation. I was really disconnected from everything. So this happened while I was gone. Okay, so it is officially coming to Steam. See, because we looked before, it wasn't there, and we looked it up, and it was like, no, Microsoft Store and Xbox. So I was like, well, this is a problem. But if it is coming to Steam, see, yeah, I missed this. This is what happens when you go. What happens when you have to go to your father's memorial and spend 2 weeks in New Hampshire? This is what happens. But so they're gonna be totally fine. They'll be 100% fine. Yeah, no doubt about it. They're gonna be totally fine. Let me go do this real quick. Steam community. Yeah, because I remember I did this once on stream. I was trying to find E-Day over here, and this is when we found out that it wasn't on Steam at the time. There it is. This was not here. Yeah, all right, dude. Yeah, this is the right move. I'm glad they're doing this. Maybe it was always planned. Maybe they changed their mind, but this is the right thing to do. They got to be on Steam. If you're coming to Steam, you're going to be completely fine. This is great. Dude, okay, so I want to see, chat, how many people peak on the first weekend for Gears of War E-Day on Steam? It's day one Game Pass. Everyone loves to say how day one Game Pass is the reason things do so bad, right? They're like, day one Game Pass, this is why. Okay, so that's why, right? Let's go look at Halo. Not Master Chief. We want to see Campaign Evolved. Day one Game Pass. Remember, people were telling us, oh, it only got this. It only got this because it was day one Game Pass. Oh, it did. Okay, so if we go look at Halo Master Chief Collection right here, this was day one Game Pass too. How many people? Oh, 161,000. Huh, interesting. Interesting. Okay, well, straight up, if this is going to be day one Game Pass, this is going to have, I'm saying it's going to have 400,000. It's going to have 400,000 people on Steam. 400,000 people are going to play this at once. And the only way that's going to change is if something comes out that is going to be a major problem for the game, right? If something comes out and it's an issue, they're going to have the DRM. Xbox DRM is going to be on there, but it is multiplayer. So it's not crazy that would be there. This is not a single place campaign or a single player campaign that has it, which is always annoying. This is multiplayer, so it's going to have online DRM for sure. Every single game pretty much that releases is. This is where, like, someone was saying they want to see it on GOG. I don't know how that would work. Because they do the DRM thing. I'm not sure how that integration would work with GOG. Because how did it work with Baldur's Gate? Because Baldur's Gate, you can play online. I don't remember how Baldur's Gate worked. Because you can link right up online too there. But they're going to have the DRM now. And GOG is DRM free completely, or is it only a subset of games? I can't remember completely. I thought it was everything. Is GOG DRM free? Let's see. DRM free. Yeah, see? DRM free on Baldur's Gate. Yeah, because I can just shut this off and I'm good. Broken Sword is here? Yo, I might have to go get this. Broken Sword is pretty cool. I never get to finish it. I never got the extra ones. 59 cents! All right, we're going to leave that open. We're going to get that later. Fully DRM free. Yeah, so I do wonder if it will go to GOG with no DRM. It might come later. Yeah, it could. So yeah, never mind everything I said earlier about this thing not doing well. And making a mistake. If they're going to Steam, they don't need PlayStation at all. 100%. Hey, speaking of things that the chat brings up and then I end up doing things, look what came in today. Look at this. It came in. I didn't open it yet. But yeah, I got my new controller. That's right. Look at that. My brand new Wu Chang 2 or Ultimate 2 wireless controller from 8-Bit Dough. I didn't know this existed, and as soon as I looked at it, I'm like, I want this. I want it. I only buy like one of those once every 2 years, so that was one. Although Gears of War E-Day, does it have a collectible controller? Let's go look. What's up, Roadkill? How's it going, buddy? Let's see. E-Day controller. Gears E-Day controller. Do they have one? Gears of War introduced modernized control layouts. Wait, what's this? This is Facebook. We are not logging into Facebook at all. No. Gears E-Day controller. Is this a lie only? E-Day limited controller? Is there one? Not officially announced release of an official E-Day limited controller. Community discussions on platforms like Reddit. Oh God, stop referencing Reddit. There will be. I wonder what it's going to look like. It should be pretty good. All right, we're going to keep this open because I got to take a look at this Broken Sword stuff later. So now that we know that this is here, I'm pretty pumped now. Yeah, I'm getting it. I'm 100% getting it. So we've got... Okay, so let's look at this. Because I haven't looked and seen what the premium edition has. So as we can see, the regular edition is $70. Okay. The premium edition, the advanced access premium edition, of course, we've got the release on the 6th. You can start playing on the 1st with the premium. I really hate that. I fucking hate that so much, but, you know, they know how to get their money. Well, there's a couple things here. Pre-order Gears E-Day to get access to Gears of War E-Day Open Beta and unlock the Exfil Dom character skin and the Exfil weapon skin. So, Open Beta Early Access starts August 6th. Okay. So there's Exfil Dom. He's got a very green color on, even on his skin. Even his skin seems very green in this, huh? Very fucking green. The premium edition comes with this stuff. This is what I want to see. What do we got? So we've got get to play 5 days earlier. Wow. Okay. You got 2 character skins and 2 character poses, including Legendary Death's Rendezvous Marcus character skin, which is this. So, okay. That's pretty cool, though. I'll be honest. That's pretty cool. The Death Rendezvous skins, which are these red ones. Emergence Omen. I actually like these more. I like these. I like these with the gears. I like that. The imprint set in there. Death's Rendezvous icon. Banner. You got Bravo Squad signature weapon pack. There we go. There's the iron. So this is 1,000 iron. My guess is this is $10 worth of iron, right? This is my guess. This is $10. Unless we can see how much it is now. I would imagine that's $10. Are they telling us how much it's worth in this? Let me look. Valid pre-orders made before October 6th, except for the early access open beta. Yeah, because that's before early access starts. I might have to do this. I might have to do it because I want to jump in that beta. I'm gonna get it anyway, and then if it sucks, then I mean I haven't played any hours. You can always refund it, right? I mean, literally, just letting anyone know, even if you're not sure about, you can pre-order this game, play the beta. It shouldn't count towards your hours at all. It's a fucking beta, and then you can refund that shit. And there you go. You're in the beta. You get an 8-bit DO controller for your phone. Okay. Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, there's our stuff here. All right, let me go and see what Alucard sent me. He said he sent me a story he was excited about. Let's go see. I just saw something else I want to talk about, so I just clicked that too. Okay. All right, let's go. All right, so Alucard sent me this. Now, I don't know what this is. We're just going to read it on the fly, okay? He wanted to check it out, and I will check it out. So, Amazon MGM Studios, they're developing a new Warhammer 40K animated event series based on the success of this franchise's secret level episode. So the episode in Secret Levels is going to get an animated event series based on that. I don't remember if I saw that Secret Level episode. I might have, but they're very short, right? They're like a half hour. I might have to go check it out again. The series is a spin-off of the Secret Level episode, and they shall know no fear, continuing that story and focusing on the elite Death Watch Space Marines. Blur Studios, the team behind Secret Level in Love and Death and Robots, is returning to handle the animation. Henry Cavill will serve as an executive producer. I was going to say, I hope he's involved. So Amazon looks to be doing the right thing, putting Cavill in charge of the Warhammer stuff. It really looks like they've given him like more control, like more oversight into this, because Cavill, if anyone doesn't know, like is really big into Warhammer 40K. He really understands the lore. He's going through the, like, you know how he's part of the Warhammer 40K, like, Amazon series they're making? Like, he's going to be in it, but he's like, yo, give me the scripts. I'm going to go through these and make sure they're lore accurate. He's going through and redline changing shit so they can go back and fix it. Like, he is like, we're doing it right? I mean, this guy gives a shit, which is why The Witcher was so good in season 1 and 2, because he had so much control. He started losing the control of it. We saw what happened season 3, and then season 4 without him. I mean, did anyone even watch? Did anyone even freaking watch? I don't think so. So this is great to see. I love seeing this. Alongside Amazon MGM Studios, Blur Studios, and Games Workshop. The biggest worry always is Games Workshop being involved, because they were like, listen, Henry, make sure you have the femstoties in there. And Cavill's like, there's no femstoties. And Games Workshop like, yes, there is. There's always been femstoties. I can see that going back and forth. But yeah. So okay, pretty sweet. That sounds cool. I'm gonna have to go watch this again. So and they shall know no fear. So if anyone wants to get caught up on what's coming, go check out Secret Level. That's on Amazon, and check out the And They Shall Know No Fear episode, and then you'll know exactly what we're talking about here. I don't remember seeing it, but if I did, it was maybe I was washing dishes or something. No, Alucard. There are femstodies, and there always has been femstodies. Didn't you know, you racist, misogynistic bigot? Didn't you know that? I can't stand Games Workshop, dude. Talk about another company that has just fallen, bro. They have just fallen. Thank you for that, though. That's pretty cool. We'll keep an eye on that. So we're probably about a year out from that, I'd say. Okay, Beast of Reincarnation reviews are in. Now, we talked about this last show where I was like, all right, let's go check out the clips. Let's check it out. And for anyone who's not familiar with it, let me just go ahead and pull up my doc on it real quick. We're going to go watch the clip that we watched last time where I was like, open mind, didn't know what to think. I like From Software games, From Software types, or Dark Souls likes. It's not From Software, but I was like, all right, let's go and check out the. Is this it? I was like, let's check out some of the clips, and we watch the trailer and everything. And I walked away incredibly unimpressed. I was like, yikes, because. Let me move me real quick, okay? Let me move me. I just want you to keep an eye on this UI. I'm going to hide you guys too, just for a sec. Don't worry, I'll bring you guys back. I just want you to be able to see the UI. Okay? Look at the UI, right? This thing isn't part of the UI. The UI looks mobile cheap. Big time. But they're going for Sekiro, right? They're going for Sekiro here. It just looked, I mean, honestly, look at the little effects here. You'll see this lightning thing. It's the same thing every time. It's a line they add in, and then they add this blur, which is just this thing with like a mask on it behind it, and it just turns purple. This thing has these little line lights, but it looks like a JPEG being thrown in. I don't like it at all. And then the actual fighting looks kind of okay, but it doesn't look all that great. It's very parry heavy, which I don't mind. But look at the animation of the turn. Like, she just followed him on a turn and she just spun. Her feet stayed still and she just spun. This dog thing, like that view right there, looks fucking cheap. And then you find out these people make mobile games and they make Pokemon. And it's like, well, of course it all looks cheap because they don't make serious games. They're trying to, but I think this was a mistake. Yes, I know, exactly. There's Pokemon devs. I know, but it's full price, dude. They're charging full price for this game. They should have gone like this was a AA and gone $40 and then you would have been, that's it. But they went full price on this, man. I think that was a mistake. It doesn't look like it is. It looks like a mobile game on PC. And that's my problem with it. It really does. And I see people trying to say how it looks like it's so gorgeous, and I'm like, where are you getting this from? And I went in with an open mind. I was all ready to, get ready to go buy another Souls and whatever, give it a shot. Although I guess it's on, again, day one Game Pass. Day one Game Pass, right? So, I mean, people will say that's why it's failing if it fails. All right, so I'll bring you guys back on, all right? Calm down. You're back on the screen. Relax. Soulsborne, is that what they call it now? Did we change it again? So anyway, right now, so this is Ashen 1. This is someone else who's been keeping an eye on it. And I was actually, I had a really quick interaction with them, talking to them today. So what they're getting from the reviews, and they're going to try it out. I'm going to go and see if they've played it yet, too. Metacritic is saying it's a 74 right now with 27 reviews. That's middling, right? That's middling. Deep and satisfying parry-based combat. It is a parried game. It should be. Strong build variety, rewarding progression. Gorgeous post-apocalyptic world. I don't know where this is coming from. I don't see it. I haven't seen it in any of the trailers. Some of the enemies look okay, but for the most part, it looks pretty run-of-the-mill to me. Great dynamic between Emma and Koo. Koo is the dog, I'm pretty sure. And again, to me, I don't think that looks great. It looks cheap. It looks really cheap. The dog moves cheaply. The animations pretty much overall look half-baked. Really looks mobile. Spectacular boss encounters. Their trailer left me feeling like a lot of the hit detection was minor. Like, there wasn't good force feedback on the hit detection, which is a thing that crawls up my backside in games. So I just didn't feel that. Slow and occasionally convoluted storytelling, repetitive gameplay loops and boss encounters, camera and targeting issues, frame rate drops and noticeable stuttering. That's a bummer. Some dialogue and characters fall flat. I mean, it is... So, characters and dialogue, this is one of those things that I will say has gone through our what do you call them? Our storytellers that localize for us and add their own spin and change things because other people are so boring. That has probably happened to this game, maybe. So there's always that. So anyway, we have Endymion, who was looking forward to it and was calling for them to have a big win beforehand. So he put an hour into it. It's like if Sekiro and Nier got fused into a game. It's kind of weird but cool. You level up. So only an hour though. I don't know if I want to read this. You level up, spend points building stuff, and you can use your sword, crossbow, or hair to fight. Found a stronger elite enemy, and I was able to jump on his head and stealth him for 50% of HP, like I'm playing Sekiro. Keen to keep playing, but it's a bit janky, but cool. It looks jank AF, bro. It looks fucking jank as fuck. Oh wait, this is gonna go for something later. Hold on. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. We could add this. We could add this. Yeah, we could add this. This is going in here. Hold on just a sec. Yeah, Jason Schreier's getting shredded for his book now. He's getting shredded because he lied about the Blizzard stuff. Very interesting. Very interesting things we're going to be talking about later. This plant-powered traversal is strangely satisfying. Plant-powered traversal. Oh, I see. Alright. Head of screen is beautiful. 3 hours. Okay, so this person hasn't played shit. Okay, so we're going to wait on that one. It's still pretty new. I know they're playing on a Game Pass. They told me they were, so we'll just see what happens. It just looks pretty fall flat. Looks pretty fall flat to me. Oh yeah, this is the thing. I had to try to fix that. Yeah, that's great. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the cleanse, and then we will continue moving. By the way, just a real quick reminder, we are still struggle busing very badly. We are 20 away from tier 1 in a video game tonight. All right, let's try to keep the streak alive, ladies and gentlemen. If we can find it in our hearts to keep the streak alive, I would super appreciate it. Any kind of super chat, Rumble, YouTube, those work, gifted subs, or becoming a chud yourself, all count towards it. Let's see if we can continue the streak. We are so close. We are not close actually. We're a little ways away. I might have to play the. Well, look at this fucking guy. I smash lifting up the stream in a way that I wasn't prepared for. In such a way, I was just about to play Struggle Bus again. It was very close, but Smash JT. As I'm crying about it right now, drops a 5 gift membership dono explosion in your face. Whether you wanted it or not, it's there. It's there, and it's sticky. It is. It's very fucking sticky. 5 gift memberships, 5 brand new chuds. We're going to be welcoming, let's see, Datfan, Perfidious, Taffney M, Sage, and Infinicyon. Welcome, all of you, and shout out to Smash JT, the absolute fucking legend.
I need money! I just do. It's for food and vacations, not the lawsuit.
And with that, we continue to ask Smash for more money to please, for God's sakes, fund the hot tub limo Smash, please.
It's a wild, wild scene.
Shout out. Look at that. That was great. We love that. We love when the 20 bangers come in. We do. And the 5 gifties. Those are always a good time. Thank you again, Smash J motherfucking T up in this house for bringing it all. But we're happening. It's happening. Video games are happening tonight. Thank you very much. And of course, we did make brand new chuds, and it's time to hug, of course. Drop the hugs in the chat.
No.
There we go.
Give me a hug. No way.
Come here.
I'm not coming over there.
Let's go.
Hey, don't touch me.
Why does Seth Green hate hugs? Why does Seth Green hate hugs? What is his fucking problem, right? What's his problem? Damn it. You don't want to know about the sticky? Hey, it wasn't me. I didn't do it. It was Smash. And we shouted to him, the legend, of course. And just in time, by the way, for the cleanse. I believe Smash posted this, actually. This came through. This is, I think it was him. This came through, and basically this is GTA cutscene, but they turned on the wanted levels. Okay, so the wanted levels are on, so the cops know you're wanted, but your characters are trying to carry on the cutscene. It's pretty hilarious.
I know just how you feel.
Man, shit gotta be around here somewhere.
Unless they buried it under the sand, fool. Another brilliant Lamar Davis production.
Fuck you. Hey, excuse me, homie. Can you tell me where Berto Beach House is?
Pow!
No.
Why do these
homie, I
cops
cannot.
have bats like this?
Come on.
Actually, yeah. It's that house right there. With the yellow stairs.
You get a twofer.
Yeah. Good looking out, homie. Appreciate it.
Man, get your stupid ass on. Damn,
shit.
Why don't you
He
ask
just
him
got
if he
batted.
knows the fucking owner? Or better yet, do some skywriting that reads there's a couple niggas here about to boost some cars in case somebody didn't realize.
See, what you don't realize is we ain't boosting. This shit is legit business.
Legit? Oh yeah, I forgot, huh? 401ks, tax returns,
He's just
and all.
going hauling ass on him.
You the one all pumped up on doing this lick, nigga. I'm getting my money in the hood. I'm straight, fool. I'm cool.
Oh, he
Cool.
missed.
Cool
That's
what?
rough.
Slinging dope and throwing up gang signs? Yeah, right.
Ow.
Whatever, homie.
That's the best.
Yeah, homie. This the spin knot right here. Your boy Simeon wasn't bullshit.
Man, get your ass in there.
Bring your ass, fool. I'm always trying to boss somebody.
That shit's hilarious. I forget what game it was that I played, and there was something up. It was kind of like this in a way, but it was happening around me, but I was unable to be hit because it wasn't like GTA where you could get hit while you were in the cutscene. But the cutscene was happening where all these things were fighting around me. Like, it was like, what game was it? It might have been Skyrim or something, but there was like a dragon, and there was like all these people fighting, and my guys were just yapping. And I'm like, wait, what is happening? And then I come out and I'm fighting I'm pretty sure it was Skyrim. I think it was Skyrim, and that shit was broken, but it was so funny. And I'm like wondering, like, is this supposed to be happening? Like, because it was my first time in the area, but like something broke and it triggered a dragon, and then they're all just fighting dragons. Meanwhile, I'm just talking to the person like nothing's happening. It was hilarious, man. Yeah, so what's that? Oh shit, that's going on. Yeah, so yeah, there was that. Shout out to Gamerverse for posting that. Don't know where that actually came from. And then there's this. This is what it's like to deal with a cat that has a demon trapped inside of it. I feel bad for this girl. She can't handle this cat. cat is raising hell in this place. It ran up the wall. Guys, it ran straight. You can see the shadow. The cat ran straight up this wall. You can see it here. Hold on. Watch right here. There it goes. Up the wall, falls, and runs across. They must have a dangling light, and it's trying to get up to like the dangling fluorescent light. This cat wants nothing to do with this place. Holy shit. She knows what's coming. Look at her face. She knows what's coming. She's like, oh shit. This cat has a demon inside of it. God damn. I'd be calling the owner, come get your cat right now, or we're putting it down. Right fucking now. Right now. We're not kidding. Come get your cat or it's going down. We don't like it. Yeah, dude, that's freaking crazy. I saw them like, Jesus Christ. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. ZeniMax Bethesda Game Studios. We all know about the layoffs that happened last month, like less than a month ago. Well, they immediately went on strike, but this came out, and well, people of course didn't see it because this place has, you know, it's a little tiny place, but it's Montgomery Community Media, so it's just a little channel. But it's what's funny is the Pulse is not that small, but when you go to the Pulse X, they don't post anything. So it's just like me trying to track this down took so long, but then I told Grok, where the fuck did this come from? And it finally told me. I was like, all right, there we go. So again, look at the ratio, 14 up, 91 down. So these are the game developers that are bitching and whining about being laid off because they suck at their job and they're just sucking up resources and money from Microsoft for doing basically nothing and making everything worse. We talked about it before the layoffs, like places that needed to get hit. This was one of them we talked about. I'm like, it might not, but it needs to get hit. Apparently, the margins weren't there, so they did get hit. So goodbye.
Companies don't make video games. What?
Right. First of all, right off the bat, what is this? This is a man in a dress. Okay, right here talking to everyone. So that's where we are. That's part of the union. That's who's here. Foos Road Jobs, right? I mean, this is... Oh.
After hundreds of layoffs, video game developers are here in Rockville protesting to demand their jobs.
To make the best The Elder Scrolls, give us back our devs. So the people who are on strike out here, I'm not 100% if they're developers that have been laid off or people who are working there in the union and went on strike to get their devs back, or a mixture of both. I think these people might still work there. I'm kind of worried because a lot of this seems like it's them. But of course, there's another man in the dress right here. Right there. They're everywhere. They're everywhere.
Restored. I've been working on an unreleased game that a lot of people were pretty excited about. So
I'm working on an unreleased game that people are excited about. Then what is it? Elder Scrolls 6? Is that it? How long is it going to take? How long does it take to make it? Honestly, it's been a long time. It's been like, what, 10 years since the trailer? Come on. Come on now. It doesn't take that long to make the game. Come on. Get the fuck out of here. This is your problem. Game writer, designer, Bethesda Game Studios.
I was very surprised to
Hold on a second. This is
game that a lot of people were pretty excited about. So I was very surprised to hear that they were cutting me and a bunch of other people on the writing team.
So she did get cut.
I've been here for 19 and about 3/4 years. I've been laid off at the moment, but...
All right, so these people are laid off. Some of these people, so this Jay Woodward, laid off, game programmer, looks like a hippie. Goodbye.
I've been laid off at the moment, but the union here, the 1BGS, our union, is fighting really hard, and we love doing our jobs. Like, I love working. Devs
before dollars. No. So this whole thing, like, I'm a developer, you hired me, so I just get a job for life, needs to end. This mentality, this is the communist mentality where I get to do the thing I want to do forever. It doesn't matter if we're making enough money. Dollars don't matter. No, there are margins. Now, I understand margins are a huge pain in the ass with corporations. They are. I do feel like it's damaging. But at the same time, we know the output versus what there's. Look at these people. You think they know how to make a good video game? Do you kind of think that maybe they're kind of the problem? I kind of feel like they're kind of the problem. I don't know about you guys.
Here so much.
I worked at ZeniMax for
Look at this. Boom. There it is. Septum piercing. Boom. Bam. Got it.
For about 5 years. We are having a march and a rally to demand dignity and respect and an end to the cycle of labor.
Oh, we demand dignity. What's wrong? What dignity weren't you given? What does the job mean? Dignity? You need a job to have dignity? I don't understand. They laid you off. I'm sure they gave everyone a package, right? What is this dignity shit? I feel like it's just word salad with these people.
Bethesda Game Studios is an Xbox studio that develops games like Fallout and The Elder Scrolls.
I don't know what's going to happen to the work we were doing, but
Who cares?
It sucks.
It doesn't matter. Honestly, they should just take that work and throw in the garbage. I really, really want Asher to get based people to go into these places and really look. They absolutely must take a peek at what's happening inside. Do not let another Halo campaign evolved happen. You have to get people that can push the pendulum the other direction in these studios to fix them. It must happen. And for God's sakes, get someone over at Elder Scrolls, at Fable immediately and fix that place.
All kinds of games.
Oh my God, dude. There we go. Another one. Boom. Man in a dress.
Kinds of people love.
Juniper.
And we make a lot of money, but apparently it's not enough to keep us all employed.
Employees whose jobs are currently safe came to support, and some elected
Oh, there's another one right there too. Right there's another
officials
one.
also attended.
Everyone is really struggling to
I have a hard time taking people with a Grinch haircut seriously. I just do. This guy's in his 40s with a Grinch haircut. I don't. He's a who. This motherfucker's a who. Oh my
move
God.
forward after this, after losing so many of our colleagues.
There's another one. Look, another one. One. We got one here. We saw the other one. The other two. This shouldn't even be possible to get even three. Questionable. We got a questionable one right here. Hard to tell what they're trying to be. I feel like that's definitely a they, them. So record profits, record layoffs. Yes, that's right. Where were the record profits? People over profits. No. We gotta get the profits up. Microsoft runs on, they crossed out trust layoffs. Yeah, very mad at Microsoft. Very angry. They're doing the right thing, though. They're doing the right thing.
Especially in such a heartless and demeaning way.
Morale is really low because, we've been told that we're making great games.
I feel like he's a year away from HRT, this guy.
That players love and that we're doing well and the habit.
Oh, yeah. There we go. There it is. Look at this. Look at this nice hammer and sickle on this guy's neck. These are I'm telling you, they're all fucking communists, man. They all think the same way. These people are the problem with the industry. I had a nice little post about this on X earlier. We'll talk about that in a second.
Has been a huge shock to us.
I'm here as a Rockville City Council member and a gamer and a wife of a gamer and a mom of a gamer.
Xbox, which is owned by Microsoft, said the company was operating at lower margins compared to other businesses and would be restructuring.
It feels like there's plenty of room to keep us all employed in terms of Microsoft's.
It looks like a loony bin of people, doesn't it? This is a loony bin of people. Look at the crowd. Look at this crowd. It's largely, you get some normies, but man, you got a lot of loonies
to keep us all employed in terms of Microsoft's budget. We know that that's possible, so it'd be really nice if we could just get back to work and make them games that will define a generation of video gaming.
With their union fighting for them, protesters remained hopeful jobs could potentially be restored. Reporting in Rockville,
rehire now. I don't think they got rehired.
On Montgomery Community
No,
Media.
I don't. No, I don't believe they got rehired. I believe that's it. Yeah, they're not obligated to have a job. This is the thing. Like, I don't like that companies just lay people off over margins here and there. But when we look at the output of the work, the quality, how long it takes, how much it's costing, Elder Scrolls 6, there's no excuse. This is way too long, and I guarantee that game's gonna have some issues. You gotta start looking at the people that are doing this and being like, we might make enough money, but these people effing suck. They have to go. They have to go. So shit. I mean, as much as I don't like Corpse, you have to be like, these people are horrendous. We have made a massive mistake. We have to start cutting them. And in that case, Microsoft's doing the right thing. They do. I mean, this is what we've been wanting. This is what we need to see happen in order to see a major course correction in gaming. For sure. 100%. And this kind of ties into another thing that we're talking about with Blizzard a little bit, right? Because this is how we saw the layoffs before, and how the industry has gotten to where it is today has a lot to do with how Blizzard was treated and what turns out to be largely fake stories from before. And this is Grum saying it was all fake. I had friends at Blizzard telling me about how nasty DEI people were digging through emails and Slack messages trying to cancel people so they could take their jobs. And this is the issue, right? Is because now that when the whole Blizzard thing went down, people started going in and trying to get rid of the people who had been there. They're trying to make room for their communist friends. This is how it went down. They lost positions in the lower ends, the very uppers went, and then more progressive people started coming in. And then the DEI hiring started happening, and it totally crushed everything. But it took time. These things took time to show up, because they didn't have it right. They can fake it in the beginning. You know, they have actual product there that people like, and then it gets a little worse, and it gets a little worse because you're hiring unqualified people who don't know the lore and who are trying to shove in their own politics. It gets a little worse, and then finally we are where we are today with these things, and everyone's like, this is unrecognizable to what we used to have. Like, how did we get here? It started like this. We'll check out this clip in a second, because Niall Sankey also talks about it. So one of the things in Jason Schreier's book, I do believe, at least it was one of the big rumors that he helped push. This is one of the things that pushed Jason Schreier to where he was being one of these forefront anti-white men while being white. Okay, it's one of the reasons that he has what he has today and why he has the platform he has today, because he helped push this narrative against Blizzard, and he wrote a book and everything about it. This is what we say the Mercante bitch is trying to do right now about Gamergate. She's trying to be the next Jason Schreier. Now, Jason Schreier just got caught that he was lying, right, and making up bullshit, which is exactly what she's going to do, right? She's going to fake narratives. She's only going to go talk to the people on her side to paint narratives, and it's all going to be bullshit lies. So just wait for it. It's going to come out, and people will try to laud her for knowing what she's doing. Meanwhile, it's all going to be spin. So anyway, one of the things in all of this Blizzard shit back in the year was the Cosby Hotel rape room, okay? Was something they said existed. It was false. This is all just nonsense. But Niall says the Cosby Hotel rape room is maybe the dumbest misogyny story to come out of the game industry, and that's saying a lot. It's Dr. Evil levels of absurdity. Here's the plan. We'll get a hotel at E3, publicly announced that we're naming the room after a grapist, and then grape women there, right? I mean, that's basically what they said it was. So here is the clip from Asmongold that is kind of kicking this all back up to the surface, so let's give it a watch.
In case you didn't know, all of the allegations of sexual misconduct, abuse, harassment, and quote, frat boy culture were entirely fake, and the state of California even admitted that there was no evidence substantiating any of the claims. The entire controversy around Blizzard was set up by California to force the company to stop hiring white men using Me Too allegations to strong-arm them. Some of the accusations were so bizarre and insane that they included theft and consumption of breast milk during work hours.
Remember this breast milk thing? This is the thing that Airfag guy tried to always say Grums did, which was completely, he knew it was fake, but he said it was him, right? And he kept pushing that lie. So then more people said it. Meanwhile, Grums wasn't even there during this, and it totally wasn't him anyway, but he liked to push it and even admitted it was a lie. I mean, this is the shit we're talking about, right? And that's made up. and a rape room named after Bill Cosby. Is so
a
stupid.
rape room named after Bill Cosby. Sexual harassment to the point of an employee ending her life. All of these claims were essentially a theater performance over the fact that only 1 in 5 Blizzard employees were women. As a result, Blizzard agreed to pay roughly $18 million in fines and set up HR hiring practices that would discriminate against white men.
HR hiring practices, guys. They allowed HR to step in on the hiring, and now this is a form of DEI where they would then discriminate against white guys and, of course, make sure women got in front of the line. I mean, the beginning of the end of Blizzard was this right here.
Messages between California Civil Rights Division officials showed the entire thing was a ploy to send a message to the industry to literally ruin video games. Wow.
Yeah.
How about that?
So now there's an article that goes over this. It points out all the discrepancies.
It's crazy. I don't even know what to say. Do you remember, somebody in chat said this, do you remember when I said that gamers are the most oppressed group in society? It's not women, certainly not women. It's not gay people, it's not trans, it's not disabled people, it's gamers. Gamers are the most openly discriminated against group.
I would say that's probably accurate. It's definitely up there. I mean, think about it. We can't even show a Steam chart without people getting mad at the Steam chart. When the Steam chart talks in raw data. And people are like, that's not real. That's not the story. You're just a bigot.
Discriminated against group. We can't
even share raw data.
It's gamers. We're having our spaces colonized, and they're getting mad at us for not liking it.
Yep. They're taking our shit, and we don't like it, and they're mad that we don't like it, basically. Yeah, pretty much.
In case you didn't know, all of the allegations of sexual...
So, here we go. So this is another, you're telling me this guy lied and got dozens of legacy game devs fired and single-handedly ruined World of Warcraft? This is Jason Schreier, by the way, right here. I mean, that is what he did. He wrote that stupid-ass book. And Grum says, yeah, he was always full of shit about WoW. Boom. Grums, by the way, again, worked on WoW. Worked at Blizzard. You let this weak man fire you? I left before the controversy and was never fired. Yet another lie they like to tell me about me in Blizzard. Yeah, and the breast milk bullshit, of course. Do you think Blizzard will sue? No, they will not sue. They will continue going down that path. So here we go. Jason's book about WoW is about as accurate as the Wikipedia entry on Yasuke being a samurai. That's a good quote. He lied about Blizzard's sexual assault, and he and other journalists got Blizzard devs canned. Kotaku, everyone just ran with it. They didn't care who the lies hurt. So let's see, the Jason Schreier book. Let's look at this thing. Oh, sorry. There it is. Play nice. So this is that stupid-ass book. Jason Schreier on unearthing the secrets of Blizzard's long history of eye-opening in his eye-opening new book. And of course, you know, IGN, they all push it. Legacy Media pushed this like crazy. And pretty much all of it was just fake bullshit. Just nonsense. And of course, this is Rebecca Valentine right here. Again, this is the circle. You see the same names, the same people talking about the same bullshit, pushing the same agenda, lies. There she is, Rebecca Valentine, liar in chief, the one who helped push the lies about Wukong as well. So so she helped push this out there. So there it is, and this was full of shit. This book was full of shit, and he helped push it. So of course he will face there will be no repercussions. Let's just say there will be no repercussions. Somebody said that guy looked like Yorch. Yeah, no, he does look like Yorch, dude. Tell me he doesn't, dude. No chin, right? Got no chin. Got the neck fat up here. Going bald. Not very good looking, dude. Yeah. Pretty close. Pretty fucking close. I would say that's true. Maybe even the same person for all we know, playing both sides. Who knows? Good Lord. Yorch's voice at least isn't gay. And his is. If you've ever heard this guy speak, he sounds exactly like you think he would, dude. Hi, I'm Jason Schreier. Like, dude, he sounds like an elf. It's wild. Okay, so another thing that has happened is EA will officially become a privately owned company next week, which is now this week, because that was the 30th. The deal was worth $55 billion. Main investors include Public Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia and Jared Kushner's affinity partners. It has cleared all regulatory approvals. So it's going to happen. They will be owned by the Saudis, and we will see what's happening on Microsoft right now, happening in about 4 to 6 months over at EA. That's going to be happening. They're going to start wiping people out there. The woke Nazi Marxists are going to be fired 100%, and that's happening. But this person can't deal with it. And they said, we're about to witness the most dogshit chud slop video games of all time. Brace yourselves. So my only way to view this is the dogshit chud slop video games, whatever the fuck that is. They must mean like AAA games used to be when they were good. When like one came out, you knew there was a really good chance it was going to be a good game because the chuds were making it. We just didn't know they were chuds at the time. Now we do. So the golden age of gaming, we have a chance at it again. Like, we should have been there today. The golden age right now is being dealt with in indie and AA. AAA is a disaster. We see it all over the place. Once in a while, we'll see a good AAA game or a solid one. Gears of War E-Day possibly might be one of those games. We'll see. But for the most part, you can't count on AAA at all. In fact, every AAA game is a huge red flag. Wait and see, right? Just kind of sit back and wait and see what's going to happen, and then maybe embrace it later, kind of thing. So if this goes the way we hope, and they start wiping out the losers in San Francisco and California and moving the development teams away from there, getting more base developers, I'm sure they're going to lean on AI a bit to help. I think we have a chance for the golden age in gaming to start happening, because if EA does start making games that are more based and sees success, and same thing with Microsoft, which I do think they're starting to try to do, but it's gonna take time. I mean, you can't just turn an aircraft carrier on a freaking dime, right? I mean, these are giant companies making games that take a long time to make. You can't just all of a sudden you're making good games again. There is a little bit of a trail there you have to give it, right, to start catching up. But I think if Microsoft and EA can both start doing it, other companies will notice and start making those same changes naturally. Because I do believe that we can make good games naturally and hire the good developers based on how good of a actual developer they are. How much do they actually know? Do they have experience? And are they worth hiring? Instead of what color are their skin, what's their sexuality, and all those things that we know that happens right now. Right? We don't need to have those things. We can do it the right way, the old school way, and make good things. And Noah, I have not seen them in the same room. That's a fair point, LG. That's a fair goddamn point, dude. I gotta start looking, see if there's any pictures out there. Let's see, what time are we at? All right, 12:10. Okay. So really quick, this came out. Sony last week. I tried to get this in the last show. We ran out of time. PlayStation, basically on the discs. We put a lot of thought and time. We cautiously considered this. We came to this conclusion. We're going to cautiously move forward. In other words, and big F you to gamers, right? They're not going to do the discs thing. They're going to get rid of the discs. They don't care what anyone says. People can walk away. They don't care about the customers at all. They're like, F the customers. Whoever wants to stay here and buy our product can stay, and they will. And they expect them to. So let's listen to it.
So PS5 ending disc production. The second question. So on this point, so we announced that January 2028 onwards, we will no longer be manufacturing game discs. So 1.5 years ahead. So we made this announcement at this time.
So is she using the excuse that they've announced this game discs are stopping a year? We've given you a 1.5 year heads up, you guys. What does that matter when you're taking it away?
There are various reasons we made this decision. The biggest being that.
And by the way, you'll see her moving her mouth and hear nothing. It's because you're hearing a translator. So the translator's listening, and then you hear the translator. So that's the deal there.
Digitalization of contents overall has been progressing. That's the big factor. It's not just for PlayStation, but for all kinds of contents. Digitalization
It's a synth?
is progressing.
Possibly.
And so when we think about the future, and we put in a lot of thought and time, and we cautiously considered this, and we came to this conclusion, and we're going to cautiously move this forward. To this.
Oh, we cautiously considered it. What's the caution? What caution have you taken when you've gone forward with it? What's the caution? Oh, we just don't like spending that money thing. But really, it's not even the production, right? We have movies, have discs. Sony literally makes discs, right? They make them. They have them. They have the production. They print discs for movies now, okay? We still have magazines. We still have newspapers. We still have physical everything. And for some reason, going back on what Asmon said, how the gamers are the ones that have it the worst off, right? We're the ones getting the physical media taken away. What? And this is all to control their stuff. This has nothing to do with money, really. When it comes to making the physical disc, you can say that's the reason all you want. When it comes to these big corporations, that's a drop in the bucket. Okay? It's all about controlling who has their IP and them being able to take it away and put an end to it when they want. This is a big reason the whole stop killing games things really matters, because their future is you owning nothing and them being able to turn it off at a flip of the switch. That's where they want to go with it. They want to just be able to kill off things when they want to kill them off.
We have received various opinions, and people have strong views, and we understand that the community has put forth those views to us. Games are loved by many people. It's a form of entertainment that's loved by people, and it's connected to people's fond memories in many cases. And so we understand.
Now the nostalgia trip? You giving us a nostalgia trip? Oh yeah, we're taking away all the things. You wouldn't have all those things now if we took it away a long time ago, and you wouldn't be complaining. So we're giving a 1.5 year heads up, man.
Understand those emotions.
And she's ugly.
To consider that, and in the future digital ecosystem, how do we engage?
She looks like an alien.
The gamers is something that we would like to continue to explore. Thank you very much.
Ugh, we would like to get the players engaged as we see this giant communist-looking setup. This is kind of creepy as fuck. Why are they sitting so far apart? It looks so soulless. Soulless Sony. Good God. Paul Tassi brings us up with the release of Season 2 in June. Marathon has maintained a high user retention rate while also acquiring new users. This is what they said at that conference. They said that Marathon has maintained a high user retention rate while acquiring new users. No. What the fuck is a high retention rate? When can we just debunk this quickly? We know that 2/3 of the entire Marathon user base is right here on Steam. Does this, just starting in Season 2, does this look like a high retention rate to anyone? Everyone left. You somehow got 40,000 people in the door. I'm sure you got some new people in there. Retention rate, my guy, tonight you were talking about 5,000 people online when you had 40,000 just a couple weeks ago. And they couldn't keep it. It was down to 10,000 just like a week later. This is an outright lie. Like, you can say whatever you want. They're not allowed to lie. They're not allowed to lie, right? Not true. So this is what I said to Paul. Like, so now that you know they're full of crap, you're going to call them out. and then revisit the other questionable statements they've made in earnings calls, right? Because they talked about the Yote shit that seemed really, really sus. And yeah, a lot of people calling this out. So then I said, Sony said this about Marathon to its investors. You know it's complete misdirection at this very best and a bold-faced lie at its worst. Now look back at the other questionable statements they made recently. Yote comes to mind. When they tried to... remember, they were giving us all these numbers for Yote. Then the numbers stopped. And they were very vague about it, saying, oh, well, it's ahead of Tsushima at this point. Is it? What does that even mean then? What's that mean? Is it really? Because I don't think that's possible. Because it was losing massive momentum, and Tsushima did not lose momentum. But there maybe what they meant is on PS4 we've sold more. On PS5 rather we sold more Yotes than PS5 Tsushimas at that point in its life cycle, right? It just depends. How are they qualifying it? What's that statement mean? It's all nonsense. It's all spin, massive spin. And then, of course, the journalists refuse to follow up with these actual questions. They will not go at Sony because in order to do that, they'll be debunking all their bullshit that they've been talking about, Yote and all these other things. They can't broach that because then they would be proving themselves wrong. The things that we've been saying this entire time are true. And they're going to let them get up there and say this. With the release of Season 2 in June, Marathon has maintained a high user retention rate while also acquiring new users. They're going to allow them to say that and not push back hard. They know that's nonsense. It's a fabrication. But in here, I say this, and what does Paul come back and say? Spin maybe, but you can't literally lie to investors? Yes, you can. They do all the time. Sony itself has paid massive fines for lying and misleading investors in the past. What do you mean you can't lie to investors? Of course you can. You shouldn't, but they do all the time. Companies do. They lie. They lie to investors. Are you kidding me, bro? This is like just Paul. That's a joke. And also, unblock Smash JT. I did let him know. And he did say, I'm pleading the fifth because anything I say, he will make a video about. It's funny he pled the fifth, which Smash did notice. And I said he should follow each other. And then Smash pleading the fifth puts you in great company these days, Paul, doesn't it? Oh, man, that shit's funny. I can't believe that, dude. Pleading the fifth. But you can, Paul. This is the thing. Why do they insist on this? So if Microsoft says something that's questionable, I bet Paul Tassi would be like, call them out on it. Not Sony, though. Can't do that with Sony, not with your precious Marathon, right? You can't do that with your precious Yote. They're making your precious things that are all, that you have attached yourself to for the culture war reasons to own the chuds, right? So you can't call them out on that when you realize maybe they're not being so honest with you, Paul. Maybe it's time to start being honest with yourself. Because this game right here, you know that's bullshit. High retention rate, not true. On what metric? Push back. Pull them out. It can't be true. Yeah, and then of course, and Smash JT, friend of the channel and legend in the chat, saying Sony makes a statement about this, right? All they do is lie. Every failure gets dressed up as a victory. If that's really the story, be proudly showcasing the numbers. Of course they would be. Of course. Same thing with Yote. When they started being vague about it, they would have told us the numbers. This is the same shit Ubisoft tried with Assassin's Creed Shadows. Back then, people were calling you out for no Smash companies can't lie to investors. That's illegal. The reality for Sony here is that Marathon's doing absolute abysmal performance. They're using the same ambiguous and vague wording to try to tap dance around it and trick investors. There never are seemingly any repercussions for doing this, so the lies just spiral. What a joke, Sony's effed. Sony's effed with Marathon, for sure, and they know it. And the fact is, they did just lie. This is a lie. This is a lie. This is not true. We know it's not true. There's not a high retention rate. And yes, I'm sure that they got new players because the thing went free to play, and I'm sure some people bought it. If 2 people bought it, then they have acquired new users, right? Acquired new users is all they said. Not a lot, just some. It could be 2. Users is plural. It could be 2. But high user retention rate is absolute fucking nonsense. Again, all we have to do is look at week 2 in Marathon in season 2, 12,000. Week 2, 62,000. Where's the retention rate? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? There's no retention. It's gone. Everyone left. Wait for the weekend. Wait for PvE. PvE came out. Oh, wow. Yay, 14,000. And it dropped right back down. We have, it looks like 5,000 tonight. Yeah, it hasn't moved. Jesus Christ. It's dead. Marathon's dead. This is a complete fabrication. And people wonder why we keep talking about it. Because we need to. We have to keep talking about it because we need to show the world it is a failure because they're out here trying to pass it off as if it is not a failure. It's a massive failure. Massive. They just have layoffs for a reason. Oh, but it was to the Destiny 2 team. Yeah, sure. It was to Bungie. And it was because Marathon's a failure. But they're trying to, they shave off all the extra fat or some of the fat and then move people from Destiny because they're ending it and they're praying they can do something with Marathon to make it viable. And it's not happening. All right, that's enough. That's enough of this. That's enough topics. I'm done with the topics. We're going to go play video games. Let me go ahead and get this thing set up. Thank you all so much for hanging out. We're going to go play video games here now. I hope you're ready for it because that's what we're doing. We're going to be doing some more Painted Grail Fall of Avalon. I have to go make it so it can go live so I can actually rate it properly this time. Last time I totally forgot. But it was crazy. People actually ended up finding it. So shout out to you guys if you're someone who found it. I appreciate that. That was crazy. Last time I made it public, but I forgot to rate it. So I didn't bring my viewers in. That's such an ass move. What an ass move by me. But yeah, so far so good. That game has been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed it. Because I played it when it first came out to early access, and I really liked it. I liked where it was going. But now, it's gone to full release. There's more in it than there was before. It feels even better, and I don't know. I just feel like it's been a really good game to play. PlayStation California indirectly killed PlayStation Discs. You think? It's possible. When are we playing Power World, Jay? I don't know, man. I usually just solo play when I have time. See, when it comes to playing multiplayer for me, it's like I do it on Fridays here, but we usually play like, a 4-player something game or whatever. But outside of that, like scheduling time, it's like impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible. It just has to randomly happen one day. I would say that if you and I had played anything, I'd rather play Dragon Wilds though. I need to try that game again. I need to give that game another spin. I do. Because I played that again when it was very early access. I know they've added a ton of shit in that game. That game seemed all right, but it was very incomplete at the time when I played it. Very incomplete. It felt incomplete, but it felt like they knew what they were doing, but still hard to tell where they were going with it. You know what I mean? I mean, the NPCs in that game are just like, I'm a box. Just click the thing and read the box. I was like, okay, this has to become something else. But shout out again to Smash JT for the incredible donos and getting us to tier 1 all by himself. Absolutely, I didn't see that one coming. We didn't see that one coming. Holy shit. Oops, pressing the wrong buttons. No, we don't want to watch Solar Punk. That's not what we're doing today. Yes, Tainted Grail will be the game. So I will be rating myself here on YouTube. Over on Rumble and X, stay right where you are, chill right there, relax, hang out. You're going to see an end screen, and then you'll see an intro screen, and we're just going to go right into the gaming channel for you. For YouTube, you'll just get moved over very nicely, very smoothly to the next stream, okay? That's how it's going to work. I don't want anyone to be confused, but if you haven't already, do me a huge favor and like this stream that you're in right now. YouTube, when you move, go and make sure you like the next stream. Very important. Very goddamn important. I can't wait to see you over there. And if you're not going to make it, or if you are, whatever, this is never goodbye. It's always see you next time. Next time, Wednesday, 7:30 or 8. See you there. But we're going to go play games. Right now.
lights are fading, game was strong. Time to say goodbye so long.